Pen cases are the unsung hero of the pen industry. All the attention goes to the swirlescent, sparkly, gold-nibbed limited edition pens with rainbow metallic trims. How these pens are carried and stored is often an afterthought. If you want them to last you a lifetime, you need to protect your pens. No one takes it more seriously than Kenro Industries, owners of the newly reborn Esterbrook brand. Last year they debuted the Esterbrook Nook, a bold, refreshing take on a luxury pen case. In August 2020 they upped the ante with a newly designed Esterbrook Navy Nook, making upgrades to the style and functionality that we shall explore in this video review. Alright, so the Nook range is available in single, double, triple, 6-pen, and 12-pen sizes. So fits virtually any of your pen carrying tastes, except if you're crazy like some people and carry 48 inked pens with you at a time. I'm not making any judgments, but this may fit most people's preferences as far as how many pens they like to carry at one time. So we start off at the very low end. Here is the single pen sleeve. And what you may notice about this versus the original Nook is that it's blue. So this is the navy blue version and with red stitching on here. And this is fairly good for just if you want to throw one single pen, and it fits a fairly average size type of pen. It won't be fitting anything like this Opus 88, although it kind of almost fits. But for most of your pens, most of your average size pens, it just will kind of quickly fit in there. You can throw it in your bag. However, what really sets this collection apart is the Nook itself. This is just the pen sleeve. This is a single pen Nook, and its construction is a lot different than anything else that is out there currently on the market. This is a very rigid yet supple type of material that they use. So the walls of it, except for the front side, have a kind of a very sturdy sort of feel. It is a vegan-friendly synthetic leather that has a soft, supple touch. So it's a very soft-feeling sort of, fake leather, of course. And the outside on the front here, of course, has the Esterbrook logo along with established 1858 laser engraved on the front. And the softness here, it kind of surprises me a little bit. It's a little bit on the plush side just for this very front part, which is the same principle that was true of the original Nook. Except I would say that this material feels a little bit more supple, a little bit more smoother than the original Nook's synthetic leather. So another thing you may notice against this is that the new Navy Nook has a metal snap. And this metal snap has a decoration of the Esterbrook Infinity logo, which also kind of looks like a 4-leaf clover, but just without the stem. It is magnetic, so actually when you pull it up, it doesn't have the same sort of snap clasp sort of thing that you might be used to with a snap button. So what you would do is you would open it up by just gently pulling on the tab here, and it opens up like a flap to reveal the inside, which is red. It's a red fabric here with the Esterbrook Infinity logo print on it, and it also has an elastic band, which was a far different take than the original, which I'll show you in just a second. Actually, you know what? I will compare apples to apples with the triple pen case, because this is what this is a triple pen case. So open up the triple pen case and we have a 2-part flap, gatefold flap, and then we have room for 3 pens in here. Same thing with the Esterbrook original Nook. However, as you can see, as I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble kind of moving it in and out, is that the ease of use is a little bit challenging with the original one, trying to keep that kind of trying to access your pens very easily. But you can see the decoration, the paisley print that's on the inside here, this sort of silken interior liner is much more opulent in the original model, but however it was replaced for a little bit more utility, which I appreciate. Also the inside of the main container of the Nook also had the paisley inlay as well. And also you notice with the original did not have an elastic band. So your pens, you would put them in like so, then you would close them and they would have room to wriggle around. And I mean, when you're carrying this thing around with you and you're traveling or commuting, that's not necessarily the best thing, especially if you've got a lot of ink in your pens and you maybe have like an eyedropper pen or something like that. So what this new version does is that it holds the pens in place using the elastic band. And it's just one straight elastic band that goes across, it goes through the different dividers, and on the back panel is actually a bit more of that plushness. So it's plush at the very back part, not on the sides or in the dividers, but right in the back there. Your pen is sitting up against like a Barca lounger. It's very, very plush in the back there, which is nice. It's nice to touch, and it's also nice to know that your pens are very nice and secure in there. We'll close it up. And really you don't hear the jumbling around that you heard before because your pens are securely underneath those loops. And it's much easier to access your pens using this flip open design rather than having to pull out this drawer. And also too is that the snap closure will ensure that it keeps them put in place. If, let's say, over time this drawer becomes a little bit easier to remove, then all of a sudden you might be able to hold your Nook by here and then the rest of it just drops out, which you really don't want to have, especially if you've got a few priceless pens inside of your pen case. So here we have the 6 pen case with its flip open design and magnetic snap closure. And what I find too is what really is like the little part about this is that getting it back closed to get it to snap, kind of have to kind of search for that a little bit, but that just might be me you know, kind of coming into the newness of this design. And here we have the dozen pen size, which opens with that nice smooth gatefold open. Gives you 12 spots for all of your pens, and like I mentioned, has a nice plush backing to keep your pens secure and living in luxury. So as you can see by the sampling of pens that I put in here, these cases can hold a pretty large pen, up to like an estie oversized type of pen. Actually, specifically, I'll give you the measurement. It's about 6 inches in length and 3/4 of an inch in diameter. However, just keep in mind that this is one solid piece of the elastic, so if you have a really thick pen or if you have a whole bunch of thick pens that could fit like pretty much in the slot, it's still going to be a stretch for that elastic because that elastic needs to go through all of the different slots. So just keep that in mind. It's always hard for really oversized pens to fit in pen cases, but this one handles quite a large pen, or quite an array of large pens, as you can see by the 12 and the 6 pen case. Thanks for taking a look at the new Esterbrook Navy Nook pen cases. If this video has been informative and entertaining to watch, please give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment below to let us know what you think of all these cases. Hit the subscribe button to follow Goldspot Pens for more fine writing videos, unboxings, and interviews with people from the pen community. Thank you for tuning in, and stay inky, my friends. Take care.